Look out your window right now, look at the house directly across the street. Maybe it's the guy who washes his car every Saturday, or the nice lady who runs the HOA meetings. In a normal world, they are annoying at worst and helpful at best. But we aren't talking about the normal world anymore. We are talking about what happens when the power cuts, the trucks stop running, and the calorie count in the neighborhood drops to zero. When the grid fails, the social contract expires exactly 3 days later. That nice fence between your yards isn't a boundary anymore. It's an obstacle course for a desperate animal. The people you trust fall into specific psychological archetypes that make them statistically guaranteed to become your biggest threat. You don't need to fear the roaming gangs yet. You need to fear the person who knows your dog's name. No worries, we're going to fix this using behavioral psychology, counterintelligence, and the art of looking like a total loser. The myth, the neighbor borrowing a cup of sugar or some batteries is just a minor nuisance. You help them because it's polite. The reality, this is a fatal resource leak. The psychology here is learned helplessness. They have spent their lives outsourcing survival to the system. When the system breaks, they outsource it to you. On day 1, they ask for batteries. On day 7, when their kids are crying, they stop asking and start demanding because you helped them before. You established a pattern of provider. The moment you say no, their fear turns into entitlement. The trash-based fix, the poverty bluff: never lend a shiny tool, lend a rusty one. Never give a full bag of sugar, give a crumpled half-empty one. You need to lower their expectations to 0 before the lights go out. The outcome, they bypass your house because they think you're just as broke as they are. The myth, the guy with the lifted truck, the come and take it sticker, and 5,000 in gear is a great asset for neighborhood defense. The reality, he is a loot drop. He advertises he is a walking billboard for high-value resources. When gangs move through the suburbs, they aren't hitting the gray house with the overgrown lawn, they are hitting the fortress with the visible cameras. Worse, his firefight becomes your problem. A 556 round travels through his drywall, across the street, through your siding, and into your living room. The fix, ballistic isolation, reinforce the walls facing his house with bookshelves filled with dense paper or sandbags. Do not rely on him. He is the noise that attracts the predators. The science, under high stress, cortisol floods the brain, reducing fine motor skills. He is more likely to panic, fire at a shadow, than hit a looter. The myth, the neighbor who takes in stray cats and helps everyone, is the moral compass of the street. The reality, they are a biological hazard. They cannot say no. When the crisis hits, they will turn their home into a refugee camp. Every new person they bring in is a vector for dysentery, cholera and flu. Worse, they don't vet people. They let in the scout, the guy pretending to be injured, who is actually counting your solar panels. The fix, strict quarantine. Treat their property line like a biohazard zone. No contact, no trading. If they come to your door asking for help for their guests, you do not open it. The metaphor, living next to a Samaritan, is like living on a submarine with a screen door. You cannot plug their leak. You can only seal your own bulkheads. The myth, the busybody who monitors HOA rules, keeps the neighborhood orderly and safe. The reality, this personality type craves authority. When society crumbles, they will look for a new master. If a martial law force or a warlord rolls in, offering extra rations for information on hoarders, the watcher will sell you out instantly. They know your schedule. They know you have a generator. They will rationalize their betrayal as fairness. The fixed disinformation. You need to poison their data set. Let them see you carrying out empty supplies. Let them hear you arguing about running out of food. The outcome. When they try to trade your location for safety, the intel is worthless and the threat moves on. The myth, living next to a doctor or paramedic, is the ultimate survival advantage. The reality, everyone thinks that the moment the grid dies, 911 is replaced by your neighbor's front door. Desperate people do desperate things. When their loved ones are dying, this creates a blast zone of chaos. You will have screaming infections and armed men demanding miracles on your front lawn. You become the waiting room for the triage center. The fix, visual distance. Block all line of sight to their house. Do not be seen outside. When the antibiotics run out in 72 hours, the crowd will turn violent, and you do not want to be near the epicenter of failed hope. Pisha 6 thbolo sil ovr righty. The myth your neighbors are good people, they would never hurt you. The reality a parent watching their child starve is not a good person, they are a biologically hijacked weapon. The primal drive to protect offspring overrides fear, morality, and logic. If they know you have food and their kid is screaming, they will kick down your door with the ferocity of a cornered bear. You cannot negotiate with this biology. The fix the ghost drop. If you have enough and want to help, leave a care package on their porch in the dead of night. Do not let them see you. Do not let them know it came from you. The twist: if they know you are the source, they will never stop coming until you are both dead. Piasis 7 psycho ogakal warfar. The myth you need to look strong and capable so people respect your boundaries. The reality: strength attracts challenge, weakness attracts pity. The fixed: stage a failure event, drag a broken generator to the curb and kick it. The outcome: you become invisible. The predators move to the house that looks like it has a plan. Preparedness. Survival isn't about fighting zombies, it's about navigating human psychology. Don't see neighbors for who they are today, see who they will be when the lights go out.